Okay, friends, so we are going to talk about the presidential debate, and we are also going to talk about the fact that I have not read Joe Biden's birth chart this whole time that the 2024 campaign has been going on. And we all know that I read a lot of Republicans' birth charts, but I have had a strong feeling that I do not think that Biden is going to be the next president. I know this might be upsetting to some Dems, but after last night's debate, it's kind of being pushed more that my feeling is probably right. Because I think that a lot of Democrats are a little bit concerned. Back in 2021, I read the birth chart of Gavin Newsom's. And he definitely had a very interesting birth chart that I thought there was some planetary alignments and areas of question that we really need to talk about. And one of those degrees was his Jupiter in Leo. And another thing that really stuck out to me about that Jupiter in Leo was the fact that it was in 28 degrees, which would make sense that in the year of 28 that Gavin Newsom possibly could be running for president. Even though astrologers say don't get caught up on the degrees in the area of insight. But I want to bring it back to this. So this debate was, let's just say, not good for the Dems. We had two major things going on. Trump did not want to answer questions effectively. I mean, he did way better than Joe Biden. Joe Biden, okay, so I feel like Trump didn't want to answer questions just because he didn't want to answer them, and also because he wasn't really sure quite how to answer them or what to politically say, where maybe Biden just forgot what the question was, but it was a mess. And now a lot of Dems are feeling like, should they even vote for Biden? Is he even really able to run for and hold office for the next 4 years? And this has been a growing concern for a lot of people. And if you are in denial about this, it's time that you fucking wake up. I posted back over a year ago that I thought Trump was going to be one of the candidates for this 2024 presidential campaign, and people call me crazy. That's fine. But look where he's at right now. And look at the mess that we have right now. Will Trump go to jail? I've been telling many people I don't think he will. But I don't necessarily know if he will be president. I think there is a high possibility because the trust and the confidence in Joe Biden has just decreased another big percentage. It's already been decreased and now it's just another big percentage. I honestly think what the Democratic plot twist might be is they pull this dude and they get him up and close and they say, look, we know you have potential. We know you could run this country. And while many people hate you, especially in California, the overall census of the U.S. might vote you in, especially the Dems, because they're nervous about Mr. Biden and his Scorpio ways. But you, Mr. Newsom's, might have a possibility of beating this Gemini, and we're going to look at his birth chart, and I'm going to go into why. Or maybe the Dems are just going to say, go ahead and let's just see what happens and let Trump win another year and let him run against Biden. But I really highly doubt this. But who knows? I'm just a girl with a strong intuition. So let's read Gavin Newsom's birth chart. So Gavin Newsom was born October 10th, 1967 at 5:13 a.m. He was born in the city of San Francisco, California. He is a sun in Libra at 16 degrees. He is an ascendant in Virgo, and he is a moon in Capricorn. It is also believed that he was born during the Chinese astrology year as the fire goat, and he has a life path of 7. So first of all, with the life paths of 7, there's a high area of intellect, and there's also a high energy of people feeling like they are here to teach them something. They are here to guide you. They are here to lead you into certain situations. And most 7s life path, a lot of people feel that they are a little bit rebellious, but they all also have that structure of wisdom that many people want to gain and many people want to learn from. So it is a very high spiritual degree, and it is a degree that makes you feel like you're like I want to know more. Tell me more. Tell me more. And I think that Gavin holds this quality quite well. What's interesting about him is he has a Venus and Virgo that is in the 12th house. This lets me know that that high area of consciousness is very root based. It also lets me know that he has an area that feels a little bit delicate where he is able to come off with the feminine. I'm going to say that the female Dems love him. They love baby Gavin Newsom. They just want to pinch his cheeks. They're like, babe, we love you. What's also interesting is that his Pluto is in Virgo at 21 degrees in the first house. This area lets me know that he is able to demand a certain aspect that keeps him centered around closing certain chapters, especially in areas of the household and areas of domestication and areas of the feminine. But he's also in this area where it makes it feel a little bit broader and it makes it feel a little bit more balanced and centered for some. He also has his sun in Libra, which is currently in his second house. Whenever I see the sun in the second house, I know right away that that area is about who he is. And who he is what's going to pay the bills and what's going to get him to where he needs to be. But let's talk about the transition that really, the aspect that really has my eyes all open. And that's the Jupiter in Leo at 28 degrees in the 11th house, which lets me know that not only is he able to become a strong leader and a little centered in bringing a bigger vision to many people, but it is something that's going to make him famous. Like, he's famous now, but I feel like he's going to be famous on a whole different level. I feel a lot of John F. Kennedy vibes with him. I also feel a lot of Batman vibes with him. It's weird. And I feel like he has that area of creating a deeper, darker legend than some of us thought he would be. Do I think he's going to stop at just being the governor of California? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And when I look at his 7th house of partnerships, this is where it gets a little tricky. So he has Saturn in retrograde in the 7th house of partnerships, and he also has it in Aries. But not only that, his true Lilith is in Aries in the 7th house of partnerships, and so is the North Node. The North Node is currently in Aries. So this creativity, this passion, this drive can feel very spontaneous, especially right now. And when we look at that Saturn energy, a lot of people, when we think about it in Aries, a lot of people might want to confine him, but he's very rebellious. And I could see them say, like, this is spontaneous, this is rebellious. If we can talk old man Joe, Uncle Joe, to pass the baton, if Gavin is willing to do it, that might be the only possibility that the Dems have. And I'm just saying this on a area based on cosmic energy. Either way, I'm here for the shit show. But this isn't the kicker about the Jupiter in Leo, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this. That the Jupiter in Leo, he will have a Jupiter in Leo return in the year of 2028. So possibly Biden may win or Trump may win, but Gavin Newsom's is definitely, I feel, is coming in 2028. And I know a lot of astrologers say, don't concentrate about the degrees, man. And I know many astrologers will say, don't pay too much attention to the degrees, areas of things to happen, but wouldn't that just be so abundant? And wouldn't that just be so coincident that all of a sudden in the year of 2028, Gavin Newsom is the president with a Jupiter in Leo at 28 degrees? I'm just saying, if anything's going to be written for the cosmos, it should be this. Because in all honesty, that's what astrology is about, is creating magic out of something that seems so broad and universal. And this is recorded on 6/28/24.